Thanks for joining me tonight, guys. I'm Clint, and I like to cook. And tonight I've got a treat for you. I'm going to be cooking a chicken that is lemon zested with garlic in a sauce. It's going to be delicious. You're going to have to try it. I promise you. So let's get to cooking. All right, guys. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start by cooking some linguine. And I usually take a handful of it and break it in half. Gonna get that down in our water. And you can use whatever you like. If you like just regular spaghetti, fettuccine, your choice on that. So we're gonna get that to cooking. All right. So while the linguine is cooking, I'm gonna take some oil and I'm gonna pour it into my skillet. Just coat the bottom there. You don't need a whole lot. I'm just using olive oil. And in my bowl right here, I have got about a cup and a half of flour. It's already been salted and peppered. We may have to adjust the flavor again when we check it here in a little bit. All right, so now what we want to do, I've just got some boneless, skinless chicken breasts. I'm going to dredge that in that flour. Just roll it around there. Shake off the excess. And we're going to put that in that pan and get that to frying. These are just medium-sized breasts. If you get the real large ones, you can always take a knife and just kind of slice them right down the middle, make two pieces out of them. These are small enough, it's not going to matter. So we're going to get these in the pan, get those to frying. We just want to try to kind of crisp the outer edge of them there, and then we want to make sure they get cooked all the way through. Shouldn't take long because these aren't real thick. And like I said, you can always adjust the flavor, your salt and pepper towards the end. We don't want to put too much in it at the beginning. It's hard to take it out. All right, we'll get that to frying up, and then we'll be back. All right, guys, our chicken's been cooking for a little bit. It's got a crisp edge on it. Looks really good. So we're going to put that on a platter and set that to the side. Now we're going to leave everything in the pan, in the skillet, and we're going to add about a quarter to a half a cup of a dry white wine. And then we want to take our wooden spoon and just work the bottom of that pan around and scrape up all the leftovers. That's going to add flavor to the mixture. I'll turn the heat up just a little bit because we want to bring this to a simmer. Now we're going to add 1 cup of heavy cream. And we're going to stir that around, just kind of mix everything in good. That heavy cream will help it thicken up good. And it'll add a full flavor to it. All right, now we're going to take 3 cloves of garlic minced, and we're going to add that to that. And then we're just going to kind of stir that in as that's starting to heat up. That fresh garlic, guys, is the way to go. I know it's a mess trying to prepare it, but it's worth it. All right, now we're going to add a cup of freshly grated Parmesan cheese and work that in. That'll help thicken everything up. We're going to add 2 tablespoons of zested lemon. Then we're going to squeeze half of a lemon, get the juice out of it. And then we'll just work that around and kind of blend that juice in just a little bit. That'll help throw a lot of flavor in this. All right, that's starting to look pretty good. Starting to thicken up for us. You're going to love this recipe, guys. You got to give it a try. All right, we're going to add 2 tablespoons of dill. 2 tablespoons of basil. And 2 tablespoons of chives. This is all freshly chopped, and we're going to work that in as that's coming to a simmer. Man, that smells so good. It's unbelievable. All right, looks like the sauce is starting to thicken up pretty good for us. You don't want to get the pan too hot. You don't want to scorch it. You just want to bring it up to heat slow. That way, you know, it doesn't get too hot on you. Let me know what you guys think about chicken, how you like to prepare your chicken. I like to hear you guys in the comments. Any questions you got, I'll try to answer them. All right, it's starting to look good. All right, so what we want to do now is bring our chicken and lay that in there. And then we're just going to turn that around in there and just kind of coat it. Get it coated good on both sides. There we go. That's looking pretty good. All right, guys, that's been sitting in there for just a little bit. So we're just going to top that off with just a little bit of chives there. And just a little bit of dill. And that's it, guys. That's all we've got to do. Now we just put it on a platter, and it's a big time to eat. There you go, guys. Pretty simple meal right there. Let me know what you think about it. All right, guys. Time for my favorite part. That's delicious. You can really taste that garlic and the lime, and it gives it kind of a little bit of a kick. So, like I said, this is very easy to cook, and it's delicious. You've got to try it. That's all I can say. So once again, thank you so much for watching my videos. You guys are wonderful. I appreciate you so much. God bless.